Hi, welcome to antlabgames. I'm your host, Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
And today we're going to discuss the board game Nexus.
Yay, again!
Yes, we haven't done an update video on the Nexus in quite some time.
You always say that, and it's always been like 4 weeks.
Well, 4 weeks is a
we
long...
do it about a month, every month. We try to do it every month.
Yeah, we try to, and...
4 weeks is a long time.
It's a long time in our life, and it's a lot of things happen, a lot of things change, and we want to really... New projects start, all sorts of things happen. So we want to bring you up to speed on where we are, where we're going, how's the website been. You know, look, in all honesty, the website's gotten a decent amount of traffic. Mm-hmm. We have regular users, which is nice to see. We've been keeping up with new games as best we can.
Yeah. You know, we get them turned around.
We do wish publishers would send us more information on new games more often, but some do, some don't.
Yeah.
We just haven't gotten full buy-in yet, and I get it. Like, people aren't sure we exist. People aren't sure they want to commit.
To be honest, I haven't finished my, we're still in beta, so it's like I'm working on how-tos and things like that, so a lot of folks don't even know, like, how to submit stuff.
Right.
We've made it really easy for publishers, but a lot of them don't know how to do it.
I think a lot of people have their own routines.
Oh, yeah.
And they go to their normal email, they go to their normal people. It's enough work for them to have to do all that than to think of another website that may or may not be beneficial to them. So hopefully down the line we can become part of their workflow.
Yeah.
And we just get the same feed of information. Mm-hmm. We're going to start looking to pump more content. And what I mean by content is more news and information, right? Because we are on a lot of different publisher news feeds or email strings, press mails. So we do get a lot of announcements and stuff like that we want to just reroute to the front page of the Nexus, just so that you can constantly get an update on new games coming out and new announcements by publishers, all that good stuff.
I would say, that being said, if you are somebody who wants to get some information out, let us know.
Yeah.
Because that's what we'll take those press releases and things like that and turn them into articles on the front page.
It doesn't hurt you. Like it's just SEO for the internet, right? It just helps spread your word, and there's no cost in it. You just do it, right? It's just news. Like, we'll just put it out there. Not a big deal. A couple other things we want to touch on. I think our major functionality release came last week. So Francis did a ton of work on this to make it happen. And I think, we definitely want to get the word out there, because there's some people who know about it, and I don't think enough people know that it's actually live right now.
Yeah.
So basically, we've developed, created, and launched a board game market. Mm-hmm. Right. So users can come into the Nexus. They can create their own vendor store. Mm-hmm. They can list their own games at whatever prices they want, and they can sell them.
That's how it works. And you can buy them.
Users
can buy them.
Yes.
Yes.
Look, we already had a payment vendor plugged into our website. Our website had already, in its bones, a market platform, like a foundation for a store, right? Yeah. So for us to add this, it didn't take a ton. I mean, there was a lot of tweaking that she had to do, a lot of coding, but but otherwise, it was really... It's intuitive.
I would say it's something that was kind of expedited. Like, we built the Nexus with a whole bunch of kind of dreams in mind, and this was one of them. And we were fortunate to kind of be able to expedite it, I guess, right before our official launch. So once we're out of beta, we'll be launching officially probably in October. And this was the last kind of thing to launch in beta, so that we could get people using it and all of that. And it's very, very exciting.
So look, we'll talk about the elephant in the room. There have been recent announcements about marketplaces going away. Yeah. People are like, where are we going to sell our board games? On Facebook? I don't know, maybe. But we're giving you another option, right? Yeah. We'll share all of the details with you on the website. We're still working out finalizing these terms of service, right? Just so you understand what fees you're paying, and just to give you a rough idea of what's going to go on. Like, you're going to create your store, you're going to create your prices. We have all the state sales tax tables populated. Yeah. So that'll apply to your sales from whatever state you're delivering these items to, whoever the buyer's from. Yep. We'll be collecting that and filing that as well. All that good stuff. We'll be using Stripe as our payment vendor. So whatever they charge.
Yeah. So let me explain a little bit about so there's two kind of payment gateways, right? So like if you're selling games, we have to pay you because the payment's coming in. If you're somebody who's buying games, you choose regular credit card, right? Like you're buying anything else on the internet. Like you're buying a subscription to the Board Game Nexus.
Yeah.
Will look no different because you're actually checking out right on our website.
Correct.
So that payment's going to come in. And then as far as payouts go, we have Stripe set up right now. So if you go in and you set up your account, it'll actually take you through a whole nice little workflow of like, okay, now set up this and set up that and set up that. And you can skip the whole thing if you want to do it later. But it'll actually take you through to set up your Stripe account so that we can pay you as a vendor. So so that's all set up there. We are in the process of getting PayPal set up too, so that if you're somebody who wants to be paid as a vendor from us via PayPal, you can do that. If you're buying on our website right now, you can use credit card with PayPal too. So all of that is kind of copacetic. It's all done.
Yep.
As far as the things that you can do as a seller that I think are pretty cool, that kind of built in is you can kind of define your own shipping terms. So we're not requiring you to print labels ahead of time. You don't have to set up like a certain kind of shipping the way that we like it or something like that. You can create your own shipping profiles. You can say I'm shipping here and here and here, but not here and here and here if you want to. So all of that is set up. Like Anthony said, we have some tax integration built in, so all the taxes taken care of and all of that. And again, you're really kind of setting up your own store, and what you'll be able to do as a user, if you want to go shopping, right, is hopefully the workflow I'm dreaming of is you have your want list in the Nexus, and you're going down, you're like, oh, I think just villagers, like I'd really like to get a copy of that. There's actually a tab now at the bottom of the page where the description is and everything else lives, where you can look for offers. So if 5 folks have that game listed, you'll actually see all of their stores pop up nice and clean. You can add it to your cart right away. You can click more details and go learn about the game as it's being sold. Users that are selling games can upload pictures of their game. They can add descriptions and things like that to help kind of qualify the condition and everything. And all of that will be managed through us. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's very exciting. And, we're hoping that we can at least supply a solution to a space that people, are looking for, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's a void, we want to help fill that and provide this service back to you all.
Yeah. I will say another thing is this is not. I mean, we're talking about used games, right?
Yeah.
But if you have you have games that are obviously like new and shrink, something like that, you can also sell those. If you're a game store, you can sell your games. I mean, it really doesn't. There's really no limit to this. We're not restricting.
We're not restricting the use. It's just as long as it's board games.
Yeah, exactly.
Used or new.
Right.
Board game accessories.
Yep.
If you create your own variant rules set.
Yeah, and you want to sell it for $1 or something like that, you can sell that.
As long as you don't get in trouble with copyright and stuff like that. Yeah, we can't help you there, but
I'm thinking too, like, just we know a lot of people that like print, maybe they do like laser printing, or they have files for Glowforge or something like that, and you want to sell those instead of like putting them on Etsy where somebody may not see them if no one's looking for them. If you put like, made something for, Terraforming Mars, like on the Terraforming Mars page, we might be able to kind of like link you, like you'll come up in the search as like, oh, and here's my Terraforming Mars thing that I built.
You don't have to create a product from our database.
Right, but you can, and it's very easy.
Yeah. So you could literally say, oh, I have Terraforming Mars. I just go to Terraforming Mars and say, sell my copy.
Yep.
And you basically create your own version of that Terraforming Mars game, which will also show up on the Terraforming Mars main game page as for sale by you in your store to get more people to come find your stuff.
Exactly.
Like what we envision is this market to be like the board game market where everybody's just got a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And all your you go there to find all these really cool things. So that's what we're hoping and dreaming. So we encourage people to come use it.
Help us make it.
Help us make this happen.
Let us see all the cool stuff.
Yeah, we want to see all the cool stuff. We want there to be, we want this to be sort of a hyped place to go and basically buy cool, player-made stuff. Like I think that's awesome, and a place for people to exchange. Basically, you're exchanging your old stuff for new stuff, or old stuff for other stuff, right?
Yeah, especially like now when I know it's, the price of games is going up, shipping's going up, it's harder to get stuff, and there are a ton of really cool games out there.
You can look at stores that are near you, so you can.
Oh yeah,
you can actually
you can search by distance.
Search by distance, so you can find vendors that are actually in your state, you know.
Right, or down the street.
Down the street.
Like, I'll just local pick up that. Thank you.
Yeah, and we encourage local pickup
Yeah.
if you can arrange that. We don't want you to have to pay for shipping. If you can encourage, meetups, whatever.
Well, you can select it too. So like you can enable local pickup on your store and authorize that for folks that want to do that, or if you want to do like Gen Con pickup or some other con or whatever. Just try to make it really flexible.
Yep.
And I'm really excited about it. So.
Exactly. So look, if you create an account on the Board Game Nexus, go in the menu, you'll see a link to the market. Go there and make your vendor account.
Yeah,
and
we'll drop the link below too.
Yeah, we'll drop the link just so you have all that information. We wanted to make this very user friendly and very just intuitive. It's a shop and it feels like a shop. It looks like a shop, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with what you see because it gives you the vendor such customization. You put up your own logo, it's your space.
Please change your banner.
Yeah, because the generic banners are terrible.
Well, I mean, like I might actually change the generic banner because right now it's like it's a pretty forest, but
it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it really doesn't. But
just uploaded something.
But that's good. We hope you're as excited about this as we are, and we hope you come and at least kick the tires on it and try to sell some stuff. If you're a publisher and you want to sell games through the website, through your own vendor store, we encourage it.
Yes.
Go for it. There's absolutely no reason not to. So with that said, I think that's about it. We do have obviously more things planned for the Nexus in the future, but I don't want to go through this one. We wanted this to be a really short and focused video.
Yes.
Really just saying, hey, look, here is the market. It is live. We are in beta with it. So we are still going to make any enhancements or fixes if you've got suggestions. Things don't look right. Things don't seem like they're working correctly. We're here with you the whole way, making sure that transactions are going through properly, the correct money's changing hands, all that good stuff. We want to make sure that it's a safe environment for you to transact in financially. So we don't want you to get ripped off. Obviously, we want to make sure that when you're buying somebody's game, that they're sending you their game as promised. So we're going to do the best we can.
We'll be part of the process
to help control that the whole way through. So help us make this a really good tool for you as best we can. But anything else you want to talk?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so this was a really quick update. This was the next big thing. We obviously have much more to go. We're going to look to hopefully come out of beta sometime in Q4 of this year.
October for anybody who doesn't speak it.
Well, it's October through December. So any one of those 3 months, we definitely want to. And what does that coming out of beta mean? Coming out of beta means we're going to just post regular content, regular news updates. And then really just let the store run and let the website run as it's intended. I think where it is today is the right foundation, we believe, for what our vision was.
Yeah.
A lot of people assumed our vision was to replace BGG, and that's not even remotely close to what our vision was. It's just another tool out there for really a different audience altogether.
For learning about games and managing your collection in different ways.
Right. It's not really hyper focused on the hardcore gamers. It's focused on everybody. Right. Yeah. We want this to be a very easy site to come to, but also have enough meat in it to be worth for the hobby gamers too. Right. So that's really all we were intending to do. Just make another option for people to go and read more about board games. Like, how's that a bad thing?
I think it's great.
I think it's a good thing. So thanks for sticking with us. Like I said, go make your account, go make your store, try it out. Put one item up, see how it goes. Don't even, it's great to test it out, see how it works. Put up an inexpensive game, and see what happens. Yeah. Right, and help us.
But don't put up like a fake game.
No, real game.
Like 50 cents or something. Somebody will buy it.
Somebody will, yeah. Put up a real game, and then see where it goes. I wouldn't sell like your collector's edition game that's one of a kind, out of print, that is like $500. I wouldn't do that for your first transaction, but at least put something.
You could though.
Well, why would you could if you're willing to, and we're gonna do the best we can to make sure the right people are. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean they're buying it, so the money's gonna come through, so you'll get your money.
I know.
As long as you're selling.
Trust me, I've spent sleepless nights testing this out.
Yeah, so we've done all the things we needed to do. So come join us.
Sounds good. All right, let's plug all our other stuff.
Okay, so So join us on Facebook. The Board Game Nexus has its own Facebook group. We have a lot of good chats here and there.
Yeah.
It's definitely not an overly moderated group.
No, not at all.
But it's not a toxic group either. So I think we have enough people who respect each other, and if people start to get into topics that we don't really talk about, we just steer the conversation another way. It's not an insta block and ban everybody who talks out of line. We don't go that far.
Yeah, we don't need to.
We don't need to, right? We're all adults here. We also are on Discord, which is very active.
Which
I
is
think.
extremely
Yeah, there's
active.
a lot of conversations that go on.
So I'm not a big like being in a group talking, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like even in person, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of shy.
Yes.
But like I like our Discord group. It's cool.
Yeah,
like we've got a bunch of different channels talking about a bunch of different stuff, and just a ton of people in there that like more every day.
Yeah.
Just having really cool discussion. And I have to catch up like constantly, and I guess I kind of figured it was something I was gonna have to like be a part of all the time.
No, you don't have to.
But I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are just like talking about board games.
Yeah, you don't have to. We
It's
always
cool.
felt like we needed to contribute
Yeah.
all the time, and you don't.
Yeah,
Which has
so
really
it's
been
really
nice.
cool.
I think aside from us, going back to the Antlab brand, going on Patreon, launching the Nexus, like making the Discord server was one of our top highlights. I think.
Very cool. Yeah, we should have done a long time
We should have done this a long time ago. And I think we were very late to the game on a lot of these things, and it's just because we never really felt we were worthy of a community, I guess.
I guess. Yeah.
We just never thought that way, and
Yeah.
it just we're like, would people even? You don't do things because you feel like maybe nobody will come join it, and we'll be the only ones in there talking to each other across the room on Discord.
What are we going for dinner tonight?
Yeah, so but it turned out that we have some really good folks that like to chat with us and chat with our other friends,
Yeah.
within this space, and it's been really
been
really nice. It's been really humbling, and I really do appreciate everything,
Yeah.
and everybody that's been part of our community.
Yes.
We're also on, as we said, Patreon, antlabgames. Really love our patrons.
Yes.
you
And
know,
thank you so much to everybody.
Yeah,
who's
like, we couldn't
already
be
supporting us. And
any more grateful than
Yeah.
we are today with the folks and the support that they've shown us. It's been again, it's humble. This has been a very humbling year, put it that way, and we couldn't be more grateful. And really, it makes what we do that much more enjoyable, knowing that we get direct impact and direct interaction
yeah.
and feedback with those who actually love what we do, right?
Yeah.
The most. And it's really great to be able to give them the quality and the content that they want to see,
Yeah.
which is great.
And to share a bit of us, like
Yeah.
us behind the scenes,
Personally.
sort of like personally, because I think for us being in this for so many years and kind of getting to a point where like we're doing a lot of this commercial stuff, we're doing a lot of work for a lot of folks, and you can't show up in your pajamas 50%, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And not that we're doing that on Patreon, but it's like I feel like we can kind of get back to our roots a little bit for the people that really want to like to see us sort of at that more raw.
Yeah.
I'm running around with the baby most of the time. We're trying out a game. I think tomorrow we're just gonna like learn a game
Yeah.
live, like, you know what I mean, like on our live stream. So it's like
Yeah, exactly.
it's not like super formal or anything like that.
Because
but-
we learn. We will sit and play a game to learn it, right?
Yeah.
Multiple times. And part of that process is like, why aren't we sharing this with people who actually just want to watch us play a game, right?
Yeah.
Watch us learn a game. Like this will be the first time. We'll tell you right now. Like tomorrow we're playing Tenpenny Parks.
yeah.
And we opened it up. I unboxed it. I read the
rules,
manual.
yeah.
You read the rules, and we're just gonna sit down tomorrow night, live stream with our patrons, and play it. And they're gonna get to see how we fumble through a
muddle
game
through
on the
a game.
first try.
No, I don't think we'll have too much muddling on that one.
No,
but
it seemed
at the
pretty
same time,
straightforward,
yeah.
and I'm actually very excited because it looks really good. So,
Yeah.
so that's going to be fun. So, this is what we try to do. We don't do anything really gimmicky on our Patreon.
Yeah.
It's just we just connect closely. We share these behind the scenes, live plays, with our patrons only.
Do some giveaways.
Yeah, we do giveaways.
Things
We
like
give away a
that.
T-shirt for our top tier guys who join us, guys and gals, and it's been great.
Yeah, it's been really cool, really fun.
Yeah.
So.
So there you go. Thanks for sticking with us. All the links to everything we've talked about will be down below. You can come check all of it out, and we thank you for sticking along. If
Yeah.
you haven't subscribed to the channel, go for it. We love it.
Yeah.
It helps it just helps us grow. And I
Yeah.
think,
Make sure you're subscribed. You're not just watching all the videos that come up in your feed.
Yeah,
I do
that's
that
true.
all the time.
I know,
I'm
so
like
do
the
I.
worst YouTuber.
Hey, I don't really
YouTube
subscribe to
person.
many channels. I just watch, so
I
I'm
know.
such a hypocrite.
Yeah.
But all right, well, thank you. Take care. We'll see you.
We'll see.